What's up, everybody? I'm on my way to my favorite river. It's a beautiful day out here. This water should be crystal clear. I haven't fished it yet this year. I was on my way here one time and then I got here and it was muddy. Don't think it's rained. Should be awesome. I'm gonna actually kayak a section of it. Well, this is a change of events. There is 6 trucks here, all from out of state, it's all from Georgia, pretty much, kayaking, because they all have kayak ramps. Don't know how much fishing they're doing, and I don't even know if they're going to the section I'm going through, so it doesn't really matter. It's just I've never seen so many people here going down this area. There's a big old spotted bass. Dude, there's a big spot right underneath me. Well, it's really easy to see why this is my favorite river. First off, it's like 20 minutes from my house. Second, it's so clear. There's so many fish in here right now during springtime. I've seen big gar, buffalo, drum, and I just saw a big spotted bass. There's also coosa bass in here. So I'm gonna start out with a little swim bait, just trying to see what I can catch. We're gonna float down, but I gotta come back up. So it's not just a one-way flow. I gotta work my way back up. So I brought my smaller kayak today to make it a little easier. It is a little windy out here. It's a little windier than I thought, so hopefully it doesn't mess with the audio and mess with the fishing too much. That is the tiniest spotted bass. Is that a spot or a coosa? It's a coosa bass, so. All right, I guess that counts as my first fish. Coosa bass number 2. This is more respectable. This is really pretty. Oh my goodness. That's a giant gar right there. Holy cow. I went up, took off upriver. That thing was a giant. I think these are all long nose. And we made really good time, which is not a good thing, but that means the water's flowing pretty good. And we're down at the big deep hole that we're gonna fish before we head back up. Let me get around this tree real quick. Oh, come on. Got it. Oh. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's a good fish. There's a light tap. There's another one underneath it. I see it. Good. Pulling downstream. That's a good bass right there. Check out his gill over here. It's missing part of it. That's a healthy spotted bass. 16.5 inches long. Let's go ahead and get it back in the water. Really pretty fish there. Yep, little spot, or nice spot. We've only been out an hour and 22 minutes. Let's release this fish. Alrighty. That's the kind of fish that I like to get in here. That's a good 16, over 16 inch, 15 inches is my marker for like a good sized fish out of these smaller type rivers, especially when you're fishing for spots or smallmouth. That was a 16 and a half, and there was another one that was probably the same size right with it. They do that, they try to travel in pairs here. And that was on a little yum dinger. So I'm kind of mixing through a few things, but mainly the bigger fish are in this big hole here. Just gotta get them out of it. Oh, he's back. Oh, still didn't get him. Let's get over there. Oh, wow, that's another good one. Oh yeah, he's dogging it. That's a good one. Wow, he may, oh, is he, oh, oh, this thing is huge. It's a huge spotted bass. It could be a PB. Oh no, no, no. I can't let him get in the trees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a monster. Dude, he is so strong. What a day not to bring my net. Oh my goodness. Dude, I can't get a hog in. Oh, this thing is giant. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a giant. Look at that. That is a monster. Man, I thought this camera was on, wasn't on. Luckily the back one's on. Look at the size of this bass. Giant spotted bass, absolutely giant. 22 inches long with his mouth closed. All right, I can't get him to really close his mouth, but he was touching 22 inches. Look how big his body is. This is river fishing for you. You don't know what's gonna happen, where you're gonna catch, where you're gonna get blowed into. Let's try to get a video of this right here. 5 pound, 7 ounce. With the grippers, they're 2 ounces, so that's 5 pounds and 5 ounces. Let's redo it one time. Same thing. 5'7", so 5 pounds, 5 ounce, just an ounce under a 5.5. That's a 5.5 pound spotted bass. Oh my goodness. Dude, hopefully this is showing up good on this camera. This thing is so monstrous. Time to let it go. Oh my, it's crazy what's in these waters. All right, you're free this time. As I get pushed away again. Hold on, come here. All right, he's gonna take a second. Oh, he's ready. There he goes, come on. There you go, there you go. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this camera showed up really clear. I thought it was on earlier and it wasn't on. I was talking to it. Oh, that was a fight. I just caught that other one, let it go, made like one cast, flip it over to the other bank. There's a fish right underneath me. And he just thumped it. I didn't know he was big till he turned and just started taking off. Is that the same fish right underneath me? There's one right there. Oh, that's his mate. There's a pair of them. He was waiting on me the whole time, I guess. It just went under this log and swam back off together. 2 giants. The other one looked equally as big. 5.5 pound spotted bass. I broke a 5 pound out of a river, a small river too. Oh man, all right, I got it. That's so cool. I've caught a couple over 4. That is just a giant. So I got my favorite color yum dinger. I broke my PB largemouth with the same color, now spotted bass. And this is the yellow lemon bubblegum swirl or whatever. And it was a 5-inch one, and I just cut an inch off to make it a 4-inch one. Fished like a Ned rig, and that thing smoked it. Drum or something. Oh, another good one. Oh my. It's not near as big, but this is another really good spotted bass. This would have made the day until that other one hit. Oh, the wind's blowing me around, but that's a nice fish. That's the kind of fish I'm usually going for. That's a 15-inch. 15-inch spotted bass. And that's a little one today. There's a whole wheel and tire. That's a Chevy 6-lug Z71 Chevy wheel and tire right there. Almost want to take it home, but I ain't carrying it out of here. Look how nice everything is looking today. So clear, so green. I've been seeing all kinds of fish swimming around. Well, it's a bit windy out here, but just beautiful out. I've only been out for about 2 hours. This is the stopping point. I'm gonna work my way back up. The wind's kind of blowing me around. It's crazy. I cannot believe I caught that big fish. That was so amazing, so unexpected, something that big in here. I was hoping for like maybe a 3-pounder. I brought some snacks, just ate those, and hopefully the wind isn't too big a problem with the noise. I got a new wind mic coming in because my old one got messed up, but I don't even care. This is just an awesome day. I don't even care if the footage turns out. But I think we might catch another 1 or 2 on the way back up. Oh, good fish. Yeah. Oh, no, get over there. It's on the other side. There's a drum down there underneath me. Pretty fish. Pretty fish. Not done just yet. Working my way back to the front of this pool. Another, that's probably a 13, but fat little spotted bass on the yum dinger. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, come on. I was pulling it across that current and it came and hit it. There was another one with it too. I didn't know they'd be in that part of the water. That was really cool to see. I watched that fish come hit it. Oh, this is where the fun, this is where the easy part ends and the more difficult part, working your way back upstream. I gotta find more places to take out and people to drop me off where I can do longer floats. But this is a float I can do. I can drive down here, fish at my leisure, and just work my way back up to my truck. I'll have to drag some, and in the deeper sections paddle some. It's a little bit of work, but it's worth it, especially for what happened today. What a day this turned out to be. This is probably 2-3 hours after I've got done fishing. I've been home, dropped off my kayak, and I'm able to have that smaller, that's the Native Slayer. It's a 10-foot kayak, and it's a lot lighter weight than my Old Town, which is a 12-foot. I mean, obviously it's 2 foot shorter. And whenever I get to do, like, going into tighter situations, I like it being a little bit lighter. It's not near as stable and, like, not as big as my Old Town when I'm out in the lake. I'm even gonna look at getting a different kayak. I don't know. I haven't really come to the conclusion on, like, the best one for getting in streams and rivers, but also light enough to be able to move it around and harder to get in areas. I reviewed the footage on my GoPro, and sometimes it's hard for me to show the fish and to get across how big it is, but I like when I lay it on the board. When you lay it on the board, you can get with its mouth closed and you see how big its body is, and that thing was touching 22 inches. It's just a monster, and I actually was very surprised for that one, for one that big in that river. Now, I mean, I would think, yeah, maybe a few of them in there. You know, I've caught several over 18, but 22 is just a monster, and those are Alabama spotted bass. Now, Alabama spotted bass get a little bit bigger than the Kentucky spotted bass, and this is a river that they're native to. So, and they, of course, they go down into Georgia a lot, and they get a lot bigger in Georgia. So this is one of the Alabama ones, but still it's just a giant. 5 pounds 5 ounces. The state record is 7 pounds, so barely a pound and a half off the state record, which is a long ways off, but still that's still a really big fish. One more funny thing today, I had my alarm set for 4 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to get up and go fishing with some guys about 2.5 hours away. Well, the alarm never went off because it's actually set for 4 p.m. I ended up getting up at like 9 or 10, take my time, go down kayak at 11, end up catching biggest spotted bass in my life, biggest bass I've ever caught out of a river, and definitely the strongest bass that I've ever caught. It just got in that current, and it was pull and drag and just bending over and just taking off, and like I could not control it. The reel I was using, I had I think an 8-pound leader, 10-pound braid, and it was a Johnny Morris reel. They're about $109, and that's something I've learned to get at least that quality reel. I've had like 2 years ago, that fish would have broke me off for sure, because I wouldn't have had a good enough reel with a smooth enough drag and been prepared for it, because I've had big fish like that break me off. Hopefully I'm starting to understand some of this stuff and starting to get better at it, and when those big fish do hit, you're ready for them. Never would have thought I would have caught one that big out of there. You know, maybe a 3.5 pound, but yeah, that's something to remember. And just one of those days when everything didn't go right, but then it actually did go right.